All right, my loves. First off, I have to, and I promised Brittany that I would mention this to you. Okay. You in those movie guide awards, you look like 007. I agree with her.
That was a lot of fun. I mean, the Movie Guide Awards were such an incredible experience. I had no idea what to expect, and I was so overwhelmed by the entire thing, and very humbled by it as well.
Oh, I knew you guys were gonna get nominated, but I told her, I'm like, could you give us like fair warning if you're gonna come out looking like that? Hello.
I had a good stylist, I will say that, because otherwise I had no idea what to expect.
Listen to me. And we're gonna get on to the latest episodes of Crossroads brings. I don't say this to many people. Stylists are one thing. The person who wearing it, bringing the swag, is another. I'm just
Thank you. Thank you very much.
crossroad. This, I have to say, I just watched it, episode 10 with the Easter service. And I even said it to Kate yesterday when I talked to her. I love seeing how the whole behind the scenes brought all of the growth to these characters. And I think we saw the most growth with James in this episode. Because I feel like from episode one, we saw him so uncertain in his comfort zone. You know, I don't want to leave Chicago. You know, I can't do this going back home. I have to ask for you for this last episode, what was, I guess I can say, your biggest takeaway with seeing the growth in James for this first season?
So this first season, and it's interesting because it was broken up into two parts, right? We have episodes 1 through 6,
Mm-hmm.
in which I'm now committed to staying, and then episodes 7 through 10, and we see kind of the nervousness now of what that commitment means. And I think one of the things for me looking at James and exploring the choices were great. 1 through 6 was saying he has a path and he has a responsibility. How does, where is his calling? Like, where is his true? Where does he need to be? And that was now at the ranch. And then we see him through 7, 8, episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. We see him, we see him be a fish out of water, right? It's like, and how true to human nature is that? We make a commitment, we decide we're going to go, like, growing up, we would go to a school, we'd go to high school, we'd end up going to a new college, right? And we're
Yeah.
nervous, we're excited, but we're nervous. And then there's this lag time where it's like all these new things, new responsibilities, new expectations. And we see that human journey in James throughout the second part of season 1.
Yeah.
And I think they did such a beautiful job. So in episode 10 in the finale, you really see him at the end during the Easter service step into his own. You really see him deliver that sermon in a way that he's never really delivered the sermons before.
Mm-hmm.
Before he's he's been calm, he's been confident, he's been there, but we wanted to make Easter service something that had this kind of energy and vibrance behind it to really showcase that he has found his rhythm, he has found his way, and he's comfortable with it. So that to me is the biggest transformation of him not only making the decision but now feeling great about it.
And I think the most beautiful part that they did to me, like the cherry on the sundae, was the piece between him and Willis. You know, Willis
Yeah.
finally seeing the gift that, his son has.
Yeah. 100%.
And I
It's that relationship with his father is such a beautifully rich in history relationship,
yeah.
and they've done such a good job, like episodes 1 through 6. I mean, episode 6, oh, what an incredible coming together. And then we see it develop even more. Now around the water we see it develop even more with episodes 7 through 10. and it's just the knot is tied off beautifully, the bow is put on beautifully. It all comes together. It's so nice.
And I feel like too, I mean, the biggest takeaways from me, especially in 9 and 10, it's like James was looking for that light, that guide, that guiding light as to where he needed to be. And I feel like not only was the full evolution of him in this second half, but I feel like Maggie was such a light to him. It helped him get to the point where he was in the finale.
Yeah. Well, Maggie has always been the North Star for James, and I can't wait to see what happens for season two. I know they want to do a slow burn and try to figure out what's really going to happen. Um, but still, I'm very excited to see how they're going to expand this relationship more and more.
Me too. Because, speaking with the fans online, that was one of their biggest questions. I'm like, well, they're not starting yet on season two on filming yet. They will be, but I think the consensus from everybody is that we want to see that slow burn between James and Maggie.
100%.
Uh, now this is my question, but also a question from a fan. Favorite scene so for yourself, and it could be more than one for this season, for you playing James.
For the entire season,
Yeah.
I would say I'll say my two top favorite scenes that come to mind are episode 6, sitting on the porch with my dad, and that resolution there. That to me, it strikes a chord with me every time I see it. And then the entire mm, the entire Easter celebration for me is also like seeing him come to life in that way, and the community together. I mean, not only did I have a lot of fun doing it, but then also I love how they filmed it, and they like the smiling faces and Janet being able to be there, and it just feels so good. It just makes you want to go, ah. And that kind of feeling I think is priceless, and that kind of feeling is really hard to find in today's cinema, in today's kind of like, exploring all the content that's out there. And this series does it very well.
I feel like also James is becoming a North, sounds weird, but it doesn't. Almost like a conversion for for Daniel and, them finally making peace on both sides of the fence.
Let's see what happens. They're definitely setting up everything with Daniel as
Mm-hmm.
a yeah, they're setting it up for him to be wildly misunderstood with his kind of, I don't want to say tyrannical, but his with his uncle who has, mischievous plans.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel's kind of caught in the middle. And so I'm interested to see what happens, and uh, if there's going to be a resolution, how it gets resolved. Does he switch sides?
Mm.
Does he help us? Like, who, I don't know. And I sincerely, like, we have no idea what's happening for season 2 yet because we haven't started filming. But I'm very excited to see what the writers do with that, because it's ripe for the picking.
I feel like also, because this is another thing that I was talking with the fans of the show, I said, you have to understand, a lot of them don't know what's going to happen next. Because
Yeah.
I think we don't realize, like, you would think, okay, you got done season one. Okay, you have some inclination of season two. I'm like, they don't know until they actually start filming.
Yeah, we have zero idea. I will say it's not always like that on series. I mean, there's no rule book to these things, just in general, in terms of making them. So there are some series, like I have friends of mine that are on some shows where they get the scripts months in advance. And then I have other friends of mine where they get the script a week before. And it's not even for the whole season, it's just for the episode they're about to shoot. And then there's stuff when I was doing soap operas where I don't even get the script until the night before or the morning of. So it's very interesting. But yeah, we have zero idea what's happening going into season two.
Off topic. I don't know. Like I've talked to other soap opera stars. That's I can't even imagine having to learn so much lines, let alone getting it like literally simultaneously, how fast they get them.
Oh yeah. No, it's wild. It's great training, but it's wild.
True. I have to ask because I've known you for so long now and I see such an evolution for you as an actor. You know, how has it been working on a show like Crossroads Springs? And has it changed, you know, or I shouldn't say changed, but strengthened your faith even more?
I mean, 100%. Yeah, it's James has been so I dive in and I do a lot of research just in general. And then not only that, every single character affects me, whether I wanted to or not. I'm living and I'm breathing as somebody, I'm communicating, speaking as them, for 12 to 14 hours, if not more, because then I have to go home and I'm gonna be studying and reading and thinking like them, what kind of choices they would make, etc. And there's all the prep that I did before I even got there. So this person, this character is going to affect me no matter what. So James has been such a refreshing person for me to get to know and develop a relationship with because I get to explore not only Christianity, but dive deeper into the Bible. I get to dive deeper into myself, my own faith, um, my relationship with God, because in order to understand James, I have to also understand myself and my relationship with God. So there has been such beautiful necessity within this to be able to dive deeper and deeper. And I mean he's James means so much to me. This show is really powerful and it's had a profound impact on me.
I will say that I know it's a big consensus amongst us all. But for me personally, if you were to start a cowboy church, we would all be there. Just
Well, I would who knows? Who knows? We're gonna find. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I'm just saying you will have a full on congregation that I can guarantee you. Somebody told me, and I thought so, that somebody is celebrating a birthday very soon.
Yes, my birthday's coming up. Yeah.
Oh, honey, I was trying to write something because I started to choke up myself. You know, I get very emotional with these things, and
Yeah.
I just wish you so much blessing in this upcoming year. Here I go. Um, I'm so blessed to have you in my life. I'm just praying so much in this next year for you that it brings you so much more in the way of work, in the way of
Thank you.
joy. You know, you continue to feel the light of all of us who love you. Me personally, you know, I have so much love for you. And
Oh, thank you.
I'm so blessed that God put you in my life. Okay.
No, I love you too. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm
Uh,
very excited about this year and this birthday and moving forward. I think I I can feel a really big shift happening and a lot of growth and a lot of change, and I'm very excited for it.
well, I have to say, people were asking me because so many of the fans of the show, and I have to say, because a lot of them would kill me if I don't, but we're still hoping that there's so many more seasons of Crossroads Springs. I feel like there's so much that we can see of James, of the rest of the family, and so much evolution. But I wanted to ask you, because I know our time is um, short, but if you had a chance to write a scene for James, what would it be? What would you want to see for James in a scene on Crossroads Springs?
Oh, that is a really interesting and tricky question. I don't know if I have an answer off the cuff. Um, Yeah. I don't know.
I would,
I don't know off the top of my head.
I want to see more of Pastor James. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, I will say I have a very heavy hand in all of the sermons. I
Really?
ha Yeah. Yeah. I get the sermons. So I mean, we get the script and we get the dialogue, and then I will heavily go through it and check to make sure that, like, I of course practice it and stuff, but then I'll make adjustments and have a heavy hand and kind of feel it, like filling in the gaps here and there, or wanting to weave in certain elements of the episode and wanting to weave in parts of James into every sermon. So I do take a very active approach um, to that. But in terms of custom cherry picking a scene and just writing a scene and what would I want to see, I have no idea. But I do have a very heavy hand in the development of what James is doing.
Very interesting. No, that's suitable. Do we have any more rom-coms in the works or potentially in the works for you?
So we have some more Christmas movies for sure.
Okay.
So those are coming. I think we'll have at least three or four at the moment getting ready for this year, new ones.
Okay.
And then we do have some other ones, other kinds of movies, dramas, and some indies and some things for theatrical release. So we'll see those. Those are not rom-coms,
Okay.
but but they are gonna
Uh-oh.
they're gonna be fun.
Crazy James? Uh,
Uh well, like Crazy John, yeah,
yeah.
we'll just say there's some adventurous spicy things. We'll see.
Uh, More like the doctor with two faces?
Not so much like that. Like not Lifetime,
Okay.
but like drama, indie, stylized, artistic. But it's definitely not rom-com for sure.
Okay. So we not as crazy, Jonathan. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. I have to say again, um, it's just been such a true joy to see you, you know, do this part. I think so many of us have seen you in so many different types of characters, but it's just been so awesome to see you evolve, my friend. And I'm so
Thank you.
happy for all of you guys. I really am with this show. Hopefully, we hear something for a possible season three. Just putting it out there.
I wouldn't be surprised. So I know they of course want to, it's one step at a time. We want to see season two and everything, but I would not be surprised.
All right. Are we going to see you write more music or play more music? Hopefully.
Hopefully, I hope so.
I have to say before we, say goodbye, that's another aspect I think all of us have loved to see is so much of your ability to not only just do acting, but sing, play music. It's just, God has truly blessed you, my friend. And
Thank you.
it's just amazing. It's amazing to see so much good happen to such a beautiful and kind hearted soul.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really feel blessed and I feel so lucky. Not only for the community, but for the show, for you. Like our support in this has been phenomenal and it's challenging. It's hard, but it's also so rewarding. And so really trying to stay in it and deepen my faith and connection. This has been one of the cooler adventures that I've ever had in my life.
And I feel like I said to Kate, I feel like the whole thing is wrapped up with a very pretty bow, and the fact that
Yeah.
you guys are just you couldn't get such a beautiful cast on a show.
It went
They're
really well. They did a good job.
So any special plans? I hope you're doing some kind of relaxing on your birthday.
I'm gonna see my family. I'm gonna see my dad and my sisters, and I'm making this a very down low, relaxing kind of birthday, and I really want to kind of center in and recharge and plan for what this next year is gonna be for me.
Good for you. Yeah, I mean, not that I'm not saying that we don't love when, you're Jonathan, literally the little Energizer Bunny going from one movie to another, but I'm glad, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, that you're taking time for yourself for your birthday because you deserved it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, honey. And I know
Thank you.
I'll be sending you a birthday message on your birthday, but I'm just
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
happy and blessed birthday, honey, and congrats on the first season of this show. And I know you guys are fast approaching to going back to filming for season two.
Yep.
I think Kate said the middle of April.
I mean, that's what we were told. We haven't been given dates yet, so we were like April 12th. I
Yeah,
mean, they got to figure it out soon. We got to get out there.
yeah, we need more. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, enjoy your birthday. I love you immensely, and thank you for always taking the time.
I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so good to see you.
Same here, honey, and you look so good with that tan.
Thank you.
Yes, you do.
Well, I finally got some like lights, so it's just, I mean, lighting is 90% of it.
Mm,
So,
I think
yeah,
I truly, I'm like, when people ask me, I'm like, I'm solar powered. I need sun.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, honey, enjoy.
All right.
We will definitely be connecting soon throughout these many projects to come for you. Again, happy birthday from
Thank you
all of
so
us.
much. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
I love you. I love you more.
All
You
right,
take care.
wonderful. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too, honey. Be well.
Thank you. You
Bye.
too. Bye.